Hello and welcome back to the channel. This video is a sew along for this absolutely gorgeous jumper dress that is fit and flare on the body. It has a long flare or bell sleeves, and this pattern is actually new on the store, so make sure to watch until the end to see how to create your own jumper dress. This pattern design is made specifically for stretchy fabric or knit fabric, and you want to choose something that has 40 to 60% stretch at least, something that has good recovery and snaps back after it's been worn, so you don't want that baggy feel. And please opt for something that is wide in terms of like the width of the fabric, 60 inches or more. These are some options that you could choose if you wanted to create your own jumper dress. Now, the pattern itself is a PDF or digital file which you would receive via email after you shop it from the Kim Dave website, and this is printed on normal A4 paper on your home printer. After printing out all the pages, you definitely want to cut down the individual pages and then join them together. And there are particular points that have alphabets that you are meant to align together to create the entire pattern piece or layout. You should have a total of 4 patterns, one for the back, one for the front, the sleeve, and then the collar. And once everything has been joined together, you can either keep it as a layout or cut it down like I have done here and decide if you want the mini or the midi length. You can choose from extra small to double XL, and the mini length is the curved line that is above, and then the midi is the entire length of the dress. So I'm going to be showing how to create the mini version in this video, and I've just cut it down to the size small. That's what I'm making in this demo here. This was like one of the first version of the patterns that I created to test things out. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out my pattern. Please don't forget to add your seam allowance around your pattern piece. The pattern does not have seam allowance included, even though it's designed for stretchy fabrics. There is negative ease already included in the pattern, but you do need to add a centimeter or roughly half an inch seam allowance as you are cutting onto your fabric. So these are all of my pieces here. I have the sleeve, which I have 2 pieces for. I have the front and the back, which I have cut on a fold, and then the collar is just one piece that's going to sit around the neckline of the dress. Don't forget to go in and cut your notches. So there is a notch on the arm curve on the front and on the back. There's also a notch on the side seam here, because the curve of the side of this dress is slightly different on the front and on the back, so this notch is going to help you ease and connect things together correctly. I'm also going to notch the very center front edge or the fold edge, so when I'm sewing in my collar it guides me. So I'm just going in here to notch my back piece as well, which has 2 notches for the arm curve and then the notch that is kind of on the side here, so I know that point is meant to connect to the one on the front. I'm also going to go ahead and notch my sleeve, the side that is for the front and the side that is for the back, so it just makes my life a lot easier when it's time for me to actually stitch this onto my garment. So these are all of the pieces that I am going to be joining together to create my own jumper dress. And take your time cutting this. The make time estimate for this entire project, I'll say, is between 4 to 5 hours, and the sewing level I would say is for an adventurous beginner. Onto actually sewing the dress, I have my front piece here, and I'm going to be putting right sides together of the front and the back, and the plan is to go in to join the shoulder and the side seams. The back is a little bit narrower than the front, and this we designed to remove, you know, the gaping and the excess fabric that typically would form around your back area. When we were like prototyping the dress, we realized that if we made the back just a little bit narrower, we got rid of that excess that we didn't want. So it's correct, the back is meant to be slimmer than the front, and the front is wider to accommodate your bust and your tummy, so it makes for a comfortable fit. So I'm just going in here to pin the entire side seam together for the left and the right hand side. I'm also going to pin the shoulder seams and take this to my machine and sew it together. You would need to sew with either a zigzag stitch or with your serger or overlocker when you're joining stretchy fabrics. You can try and you can sew with a normal straight stitch, but what might happen is it might break as you wear the dress or take it off. So I highly recommend using an overlocker, serger, or a zigzag stitch, basically anything that would move with the garment as you wear it is really, really important. So here I'm just going in to overlock the hemline of the dress, and just this is what it looks like. It's coming together really, really cute. At this point you could fit it on to see if you're happy with the way it fits, or if you want to remove any excess from the side. I'm always a huge fan of fitting things as I make them along the way before it's fully finished. So this is what the dress is looking like, and I'm going to set it aside to work on the sleeves. I'm going to start off with one sleeve, and I'm going to fold it, keeping the right sides on the inside of the sleeve, and I'm going to be joining up the side on my overlocker. That's basically how I'm going to be sewing this entire garment, and I'm going to be sewing it up in such a way that I shave off just a little bit as I am stitching. There's seam allowance included, so I am still good in terms of fit. I'm also going to go ahead and overlock the hemline of the sleeve, and this I'm going to repeat for the other sleeve as well. So join the side, overlock the hemline, and once both sleeves are ready to be fit into the armhole of the dress, I know it's time to move on to the next step. So I'm going to grab my dress, and I'm going to be connecting the sleeve to the armhole. One good way to start is to match the side seam of the dress with the side seam of your sleeve, and once you have that matched, you can just pin it down and then look for the notches. This is why notches are really, really important. So the front side has one notch on the sleeve, and on the dress the back side has 2 notches, so that's how you know which side is the front and which side is the back, and if you're actually connecting things correctly. So once I have the notch point marked in place, the sleeve is going to be a little bit bigger on the sleeve head, because that is meant to be eased into the armhole of the dress to allow for, movement. You can move, you can raise your hand, you can hug, you can basically move and have like fluidity as you wear the dress. So you want to distribute that ease on the top edge of your sleeve and the top edge of your garment or the armhole. And because the stretchy fabric is a little bit more forgiving and a little bit easier to actually like ease things together, because you can definitely just, pull things and sew, pull it and sew, and do it at a pace that you are comfortable with. So after stitching up this sleeve to this side of the dress, I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same thing on the other side before going ahead to work on the collar. The first thing I'm going to do with the collar is to join up the sides. It is this shape because we did not want the inner side of the collar to be standing in a way that wasn't very flattering. So yes, it's correct, it's meant to be that shape, and you just need to turn it in a way as you are sewing it together with the overlocker or your serger. And once that is connected, I'm going to be folding the collar like this, tucking the wrong or the other side, or where the seam is, tucking that in, and then we want to see the right sides like this. So I'm just adding pins on the halfway point, so the very middle, so I know that's the part that is meant to sit on the other shoulder, and then pins on like the opposite end. So I've divided the collar into 4. So the way it's going to work, because the collar is smaller than the neckline, is you want to match one side of the dress to the side where the seam is, and then the other side of the collar to the other side of your shoulder seam, and then you find the middle point of the collar on the back and match it to your center back edge, and then the middle point for the front of the collar to your center front edge. This way you are able to ease the excess from the neckline on the dress into the collar. This particular point is where the adventurousness in this beginner project comes in, because as you are stitching the collar into the neckline of the dress, you are pulling it, so you are stretching the collar to fit the neckline of the dress. If the fabric is stretchy enough, this should actually work. Now this is what the dress is looking like so far. You can give your piece a press at this point. You can fit it on just to check that you are happy with the way everything is coming together. And the final set of steps is essentially just hemming your garment. If you have a fabric that doesn't even require hemming, you can leave the sleeve hem and the dress hem the way it is, but I wanted mine to be, folded and stitched really nicely, and I'm stitching with a zigzag stitch at this point to ensure that the finish is smooth, is clean, and it would not break or snag when I wear this dress over time. So I'm going to go ahead and give my dress a press to relax all of the stitching on the sides, on the hem, on the collar. Just take my time and press it out really nicely, and this is what it looks like. Honestly, This dress is so comfortable but still so cute and stylish. I think it's a combination of the fit and flare silhouette. I think the sleeve also adds a really romantic touch to the dress style, and depending on the fabric you choose with, this is actually a very good option to wear like to an occasion, an event. You can eat and not feel very self-conscious because there's a little bit of room around the tummy area. I have 3 of these dresses already. That's how much I love this dress design, and I can't wait to see yours. So tag me on socials at Kimday Design if you do try out this pattern and recreate your own jumper dress. I would love to see what you make. And the midi option is definitely another good one that you could try. If the mini is not your style, you could opt for the midi version, which actually looks just as beautiful. I say the midi has a more elegant vibe, whereas mini is more cute. I would say that's a difference, but I hope you guys have fun creating this dress design for yourself. It was an absolute pleasure working on this project, and until my next one, have a good morning, afternoon and evening wherever you are. Bye.